I know the evidence looks damning. My lips inched into a smile. I trust you. Even when you dated all those women, you dated them one at a time. And if you showed that much consideration to women you barely knew, how much more consideration would you show to your pregnant wife? I expressed, tilting my head to gaze at him. Do you know how blessed I am to have you in my life? He kissed me again. You are the only woman I love, the only woman I have ever wanted. You don't need to keep reassuring me, I remarked, glancing down at my watch, 15-20 hours. I stood up. I've only got 10 minutes to change and grab my racket. Remy and I have a date. Nate jumped to his feet. So you and I are okay? I nodded, stepping into his open arms. We are fine. I put my arms around his neck and kissed him. I love you. I broke away from the embrace. But I've got to go. Dinner tonight in the mess hall. 18:30 hours. Looking over at the window seat, I noticed that Graham had left the overseer. Walking over there, I grabbed it and slipped it inside the pocket of my coveralls. I kissed Nate again and marched out the doors. Remy, I called out, searching the racquetball court for him. My eyes fell upon Remy's racket and mine lying next to our court. I had called Remy and asked him to bring my racket along because I was running late. I didn't even have time to stop and change because I had an emergency in engineering. I smoothed out my coveralls as I surveyed the court one last time. I pressed my thumb to my comlet, speaking into it. Lieutenant Colonel Masters, this is Colonel Masters. Jag, have you seen Remy? Isn't he with you? Came Nate's response. He is supposed to be. The rackets are here, but no. A gloved hand covered my mouth. That's quite enough of that, the raspy voice behind me said deliberately. Something assaulted my nostrils. I wrinkled my nose in disgust. Bree and my brothers were right, he did smell like meat gone bad. Why would someone deliberately wear that odor? Peek, are you okay? Peek. Tell him you and your son are fine, the man instructed, lowering the gloves so I could talk. I could now feel the weapon being thrust into my ribs to drive home his point. Pressing my thumb to my comlet, I answered, Nate, Remy and I are fine. I've got to run. Love you. I ended the transmission. Good, now, the man whispered in my ear, you won't feel a thing. I felt a needle prick my forearm. I started to protest, but my knees felt weak, the room spun and then I collapsed onto the floor and into the abyss of unconsciousness.